Yeah, I gotta keep my animals cool. This is one method to keep my turkeys cool. Stay tuned. Hello, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. I'm trying to be a wise and prudent steward of my animals, my livestock, because after all, I keep them penned up. They're dependent on me for their safety, their feed, and to keep them cool and comfortable. I gave the turkeys a swimming pool. They love to stand in the pool. When I get finished filming this, I'll show you, because they just love standing in the water, and it cools them off. But right now they're hot, they're panting. It's 112 degrees outside. Holy moly! And the temperature we expect to go up to about 114 up here in the mountains. But I can do what I can. The ducks have water, the geese have water, the chickens, they're down there, and they found shade. I don't think chickens will get in the water. They might. I've seen chickens swim before, but they have fresh water. Everybody is doing what they can to cool down. I had to take a hose to my plants because I noticed my trees were wilting, so they needed drink. And it's been 2 days of really hot temperature, so I'm trying to take care of the homestead. And this is one way this compassionate farmer has to try to make his animals comfortable. There's no point that they should suffer like this. This is just too hot even for them. So we're going to give them a pool. And last year I gave them a pool. It was really hot. They loved it. They jumped in. Yep. They didn't bathe themselves in it. They just stood in it. And I guess with the coolness on their legs, it transferred the blood. It cools the blood circulating down in their legs, and as the blood circulated back up into their bodies, it cooled their core temperature. So these birds aren't as stupid as you would think. And that's why if you get heat stroke, or you get really hot, or you find somebody gets really hot, it's wise to put ice packs in key places. The back of the neck, and the armpits, and yes, the crotch. Blood flows in shallow areas there. And what you do is you want to cool the blood down in those areas, and as the blood circulates into your core depth, the core of your body, the blood has cooled down, and it starts cooling the body down. So that's what I learned in working in the medical field for so long. And every once in a while, I would have a patient that gets a really, really high fever. And a high fever is dangerous when it's over a certain height. But the body, it needs a fever if you're getting an infection, like a UTI, urinary tract infection. A urinary tract infection, UTI. Basically, it's a virus or bacteria in the urinary tract system. I call it a cootie. And a UTI is UTI, so I came up with a Jerryism while I was working in the hospital, and it's like, oh yeah, that patient has a cootie in the UTI. Anyway, the high fever is a mechanism, a natural mechanism for the body to kill bacteria and viruses that attack a human body, because they cannot live at a high temperature, and your body knows that. So it raises the temperature of your body to kill that virus and bacteria. So fevers are a good thing to a point. If you get the fever too high, then you start cooking, brain damage. You got to be really careful and control that. That's why I advocate ice. I took a patient, she had a high fever. I went and got some ice packs. Yes, I packed it in her groin, I packed it in her armpits, and I packed it under the back of her neck. We broke her fever. She was very delusional and out of her mind, and that's what fever does. you suffer those symptoms, yeah. Not Alzheimer's or dementia. Once I broke the fever, this patient, it's like you can see in her eyes, the lights came on, and she was totally cognitive of everything going on now. She was just lucid. Fever does that. So hot temperatures, this is hot weather. Take care. Might as well put some bags of peas in your freezer. Get them ready, because if you have a family member that's going to be suffering from heat stroke, yeah, get some ice packs in the armpits, the back of the neck, and the groin, and get that core temperature down. Your blood will circulate to those shallow areas. The ice will cool the blood, and as it circulates back down into your core areas, it'll cool the rest of your body. That's what you can do preventatively and get them to immediate medical attention. These turkeys, they're going to use their legs to cool their core temperatures and not overheat. So I'm trying to practice animal husbandry at its best and be cognitively aware of the health and welfare of my animals. Now, I'm not giving medical advice. Don't confuse that. I'm giving you some sound information. I can't give medical advice, but this is the methods that I use. And if you're in a remote area, it's some basic life-saving skills that you need for saving a life. Yeah, and it's harmless to pack ice. It doesn't do harm. Pack ice on the neck, the armpits, and the groin. If they're suffering from heat stroke, yeah, you want to get that core temperature down and get them medical attention immediately. Yeah, they could suffer some really bad effects, lingering effects, if they're not taken care of. So the turkeys have water. I'm going to back away, and they're going to step into the pool. Apparently they're just not interested in the water in the pool right now, but when I come up early, one of them was standing in their water dish inside the turkey pen. And we did offer them the pool last year, and they stood in it. So if they get too hot and they discover that, oh yeah, standing in this water, it will help. So it takes some basic preventative measures to help your livestock, and then also yourself and those around you watch for signs of heat stroke. And like I said earlier in the show, pack some ice under the armpits, the groin, and the back of the neck. That's basic life-saving first aid that I learned too. So I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. We're a small, frugal homestead tucked high in the Cascade Ranges of the Pacific Northwest. Please stay tuned to more videos. You can do that by subscribing, clicking that bell icon. That alerts you to new videos. Also, give us a thumbs up, like the show, leave a comment, click that share button. Sharing our videos on your social media platforms introduces us to your friends too. Hey, be safe, especially these triple-digit numbers. And always be kind. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye now.